What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. You want to know how to make any ab exercise harder and therefore more effective in the long run? You better learn how to start activating your transverse abdominus with your rectus abdominus when you're doing your ab exercises. I want to show you today exactly how to do that and show you a couple new ab exercises that you can apply it to where you can really feel the difference. First and foremost, what is the difference in the two muscle groups? The transverse abdominus is one that runs right to left. It runs around your waist, and it will act like your own internal weight belt. Okay? So especially when you're doing standing ab exercises, it's going to want to try to control you from moving right to left, because if you pull against the band, it's going to want to try to pull you back to act as a stabilizer. That's good because it's going to allow us to incorporate and activate it a little bit easier if we get on our feet. Secondly, it's not the six-pack that you see. It's the muscles that lay underneath that. So how are we making sure that we're even activating in the first place? I'll tell you this, most don't. So you turn to the side, the muscles in the transverse abdominus are not all that sexy. They're the ones though that will prevent you from having your belly stick out more if you are able to contract them. And we all have this muscle. And we all sometimes can even be lean enough. I'm fairly lean here obviously, but I don't always have a good control of the transverse abdominus, but you could if you train it. So what I try to do in every one of my ab exercises is first and foremost contract the transverse abdominus. Right there I was able to flatten my stomach by basically pulling my belly button in towards my spine. Okay, it's not necessarily a vacuum so much as it's just making sure that we're contracting and cinching down the waist. You're trying to create more space in the waistband, if that's another way that you can visualize it. So again, here I am relaxed, here I am with the transverse abdominus contracted. You can also see that when I do that, that sort of V-cut area becomes a little bit more visible, and that's good because again, we're cinching all this down. With that held in place, that's when the action starts. You don't start doing your ab exercises like this, not worrying about the transverse. You contract the transverse first, grab here, and now we twist towards the center. Holding it on every rep, where I normally could probably get 30 of these, I might only be able to get 10 perfectly executed with the transverse engaged. Okay, that's exercise number one. And again, try it, see the difference. You'll see if I don't worry about it, the exercise is way easier. If I worry about it and I contract and I hold and now I try to do it, it's a big, big difference. Now, what's the next step? The next step is you want to get into the position already. So here, and then contract, and then take a step to the right, my right here. Step, step, back, and back. Step, step, back, and back. I can hardly even talk. Step, step. Okay, and now it's firing on all cylinders. Again, a lot easier if I hold it here, and I step, I step, I step, I step. But you can see the difference down here. Even the twisting of the abs, I'm allowing it to go in that direction. I don't want to allow it to go in that direction. I want to hold it and hold it straight ahead. That means the transverse is going to have to hold me there. It doesn't just end there, guys. Look, as I'm down here on the ground doing a normal reverse curl, even here, I can first contract the transverse abdominus and then perform the reverse curl. I can do it in a bicycle crunch. First, contract the transverse abdominus and then perform the right and left rotational movement. It applies to every exercise you do with your abs. Hanging ab raises, the same thing. Contract and then pull up. It makes a hell of a difference. It's going to make every single rep you do higher quality, and higher quality reps over time will accumulate to a much better result. Guys, if you feel you might be overlooking this in your training, don't worry about it. You're not alone. There's a lot of things that we overlook in our training, but when you start to rethink how you train, if you start to train like an athlete, you'll see that there's many areas that you can improve. There's a lot of things that you can start doing in your workouts that won't take a hell of a lot of time. You saw right there, this quick little fix takes about 2 seconds to get into that position, and it takes a lot more hard work to maintain it. These are the kind of things we teach in our ATHLEAN-X training system. It's available at ATHLEAN-X.com. In the meantime, if you found this tip helpful, make sure you leave your thumbs up in your comments below. And whatever else it is that you want to see, make sure you're leaving those comments below as well. I'll read them. I'll try to address any and all of it in a future video. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you again soon.